Yeah, what's up, bro?
I don't know where my microphone is.
I was just, well, I don't know. I don't know where your visual is either. I can't really see. I can't see you.
Oh, sorry, that's what I meant. I don't know where the webcam is. I'll find it in a second.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, just take your time. Let me know when you're ready.
It's.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's hooked in, but not. Okay. Whoa, I feel sick.
Okay, got it.
Cool. Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, sorry for the long wait. I've been feeling kind of shitty this week.
Oh, really?
Sick.
Oh, that sucks.
Stuff.
I was feeling sick like 2 weeks ago. Maybe I gave it to you. Yeah. So, what you been up to?
Well, I didn't get a chance to write a second verse for that song, but I worked on the delivery, and then my friend sent me another instrumental. I did that one, and then I found another one. There's like a challenge going around.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I was like, okay, I'll jump on that bandwagon. So I wrote some more to that one as well.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah. Did you want to, honestly? Okay, so you just named 3 different things, right? So you worked on the delivery for that first one. You're working on a challenge, and then your friend gave you a beat.
Yeah. Well, he just showed me one that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you do you want to start with your delivery for what we did last time, just to kind of wrap up that conversation, and then we can talk about the challenge thing?
Sure. So I'll send you the words again for the.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
Last one. Sorry, this is the wrong version. One sec.
No, yeah.
So. Okay. First verse. Sorry, it's hard to like. I'm using a really shitty keyboard right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's fine.
There you go.
Okay, cool. That's not what I want. Alright, sweet. Okay. And so those highlighted things are what?
Oh, those are just parts where I'm singing.
Okay. Alright, yeah. Okay, cool. So it looks like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like, where in this verse do you sing and where do you rap? Is the question, I guess. If you wouldn't mind just breaking it down real quick for me, how you thought about it.
Yeah, so I was kind of playing around with different ways to do it, and basically I hit a note on know it, float, broke, and then sang the 7th number she never wrote, spoke, and then the ends of the rest of those highlighted lines there.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, yeah, why don't you just do it and we'll see, and I'll think about it then.
Okay. I do have it recorded, which is buried in my hundreds of recordings from this week. But,
okay.
Think here. Okay, so don't remember quite how I did it, but I think it's like, I'm a sucker, and I know it. A duck of rubber just to try to keep afloat. The last straw to add a weight till I broke the 7th number that she never wrote, spoke. Oh, they'll keep in contact with the source of the pain. Don't entrust a witch that's playing sorcery games. Started to change, but she's going right back to the same. On the right track, but she insists on switching the trains. You know why? Because I'm wrong and she a sucker for pain. Deducting dollars from my wallet, looking for an exchange. Pass on that. When you see me, know I'm in the left lane. We're right away. Not the time, don't have a time of day.
All right, nice, man. Cool. Yeah. So that's
shit compared to how I did it earlier, but
oh, really? Yeah. Well, if you want to send me the recording, I could check that out too. But why don't you just do it one more time? Just one more time.
Sure. You know what? Actually, having the music is gonna help a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, you're still putting it over that beat, right? Sucker for Pain.
Yeah. This is the first time I've talked today. Well, it usually is when I talk to you, so it's like...
Yeah, oh, really? Yeah. So your voice takes a little waking up to do?
It's dead right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I wake up super late, so my voice is not warmed up until
Yeah. Actually, it's funny because Thursdays are usually the days I make music, and but Wednesday night is usually my like chill night when I like do whatever I want and drink or whatever. And dude, I was making music this Thursday, and I woke up super early, and I drank a whole lot of coffee. And when I started rapping, my voice was just like, it was like 2 octaves lower than it fucking usually is, man. It was just like I go back and forth between I don't know, maybe I should pick up cigarettes to like get that kind of like Amy Winehouse scratchy voice in there, but I don't know, man. I go back and forth. Maybe I should just drop it.
What's his name? Ed Sheeran said that he tried to quit smoking,
and his voice wasn't good.
Yeah, he couldn't do it because no one they didn't like his voice when he quit smoking.
Yeah. That's like what I'm afraid of. I don't know. I've never heard him talk. I mean, I've heard the fucking thinking out loud song. His voice sounds good then, but
yeah, actually, he's a really good writer. He writes raps too.
For who?
Like, himself. Like, he just like sing rap songs, and they're actually pretty complex. Like,
oh really?
I was surprised.
Yeah, no, because I knew he wrote songs for other people.
He does like covers of everything.
Because I knew he wrote songs for other people. Because I know he did Sorry, but damn.
Yeah, he writes for a lot of female artists, I think, like pop artists.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab my coffee.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna listen to an Ed Sheeran rapping song.
Sitting on my ride when I drive in it, somewhere in rubber banks, run it and dive in it, and now because I got in it, I have 5 minutes. Shit, half the shit I say, I just make it up to make it up with this guy's in it, and if anybody identifies the guy in it, I have 5 minutes. Shit, half the shit I say, I just make it up to make you mad. So kiss my wife like it ass, but if it's not a rapper, I'ma make it ass. I'ma be a fucking rapist and Jason man. So I'm
Alright, cool. Alright, yeah. Why don't you just try it one more time, just so I get a feel for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't hear you, yo. It's working perfectly up until then. There's still nothing, man.
It's like when the instrumental's on, then you can't hear me.
Really? I'm wondering...
Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna grab my MP3 player and just do it like that.
Alright, thanks, man.
Alright, maybe we can do it this way.
Cool,
I got
okay.
a speaker here.
Yeah. I'm wondering if that's something on my end now. Why it's
I
not...
changed settings to try and get the my audio, like my entire audio, not from coming through the other person's side.
Yeah.
And in the process, something happened, so you can't hear my audio at all.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Because before it was like a direct line, and,
Yeah.
and it's like anything I played, the other person could hear, but that was kind of annoying too. I don't know what I did to switch it.
Why? Because you couldn't hear it?
Well, it was basically like I'll be playing a video game, and they'll get like my sound plus their own, so it would cause a feedback loop.
That is fucking annoying.
Yeah, or you can't like chat with people because they hear every piece of music that you're playing or whatever.
Yeah, no, but I don't know, because it worked perfect over, like, our first few lessons, so I don't know what happened or what, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably me fooling around with the settings.
Oh, okay.
What was it called? Sucker for Pain?
Yeah.
Can you hear that at all?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I'm a sucker for these women and I know it. I duck a rubber just to try to keep afloat. The last straw that had to wait till I broke. The same number that she never wrote, spoke. Oh, I'm keeping contact with the source of the pain. Don't trust the witch that's playing sorcery games. Started to change, but she's going right back to the same. On the right track, but she insists on switching the trains. You know why? Cause I'm wrong and she a sucker for pain. Deducting dollars from my wallet, looking for an exchange. Pass on that. You see me know I'm in the left lane, but right away. Not the time, don't have a time of day.
Nice. Alright, cool. Yeah, hearing it over the beat made it come together a lot better. And I think it's like, for the most part, it's, like...
I completely forgot the tone without the beat.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say, because actually, the way you were rapping it without the beat was at a slower tempo than how the beat actually is, right? So, what comes across is just, like, right in here... I just have two quick points. Like, right in here, this section, it's a little crowded with syllables. Like, you know, and especially if you're singing, like, Sorcery Games, which is a really nice phrase, like a poetic phrase, and Source of the Pain, like, you need space afterwards so you can hit all those words and then take a breath and give the listener time to really appreciate what you've just said. So... I would try to started to change. I would try to shorten some of those syllables. Like, I noticed that you kind of really had to rush that phrase. Started to change. So if you could get that down to like 3 syllables. Can I hear?
But she changed, maybe.
Yeah. I think that would be good. Just because the tempo was a little stronger or quicker, so you had to rush some of your words. So, like, the first phrase... So, in that section where you have all of the bolded words, try to take out some of the syllables of the first half of those lines. So, like...
Okay, I'm going to change it to she changed, but she's going right back to the same.
Yeah, that's good. Because... And that'll give us more time to, like, appreciate what you said. You know, to really, like, dig in and think about what you're saying. And the other thing was just knowing which are the most important words in your verse, and obviously when you switch from singing back to rap, that is going to make anything you say, it's going to make what you first say in your fully rap section really, really important. So, like, I'm not, it's up to you which word to do it on, but in one of these words, I think, probably, for me, I would do it on pain, because pain is just like the one word summary of the entire song, right? Because the whole song is about how people relate to pain. So somewhere in here, on one of those rhymed words, either on exchange, trains, or pain, I think you really gotta nail it. Like, come down with a lower pitch, like pain, and with like a kind of like growling delivery to it, you know? I like how you stayed up on in terms of your pitch on, she insists on switching the train. No, she insists on switching the trains. You know why? Because I'm wrong and she's a sucker for pain. Like, to really come down on one of those words, whichever one you think is most important. I think it's got to be pain, because that fits in with the rest of the song. But once you make those 2 changes, if I were you, I would just fucking record it and see what happens, you know? So yeah, just take out some of the syllables and really make one of those words stand out, because otherwise it's almost like we're just looking at like a two-dimensional picture, and we want 3 dimensions. We want you to tell us what's most important, and let everything else fade into the background so then we can appreciate it, you know? We appreciate it for the most important things, and then over time, once we listen to the verse and hear it 2 and 3 times, then we start getting into it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense?
Yep.
Yeah, so which word do you think you want to come down on and really, like, nail it?
I think... Where am I here? I think the one that stands out to me is kind of...
Yeah.
Either pain or trains, yeah.
Yeah, I like pain better, though, because I would go with trains, but trains is, like, it's setting you up for pain. Because the line with trains is the first one with a whole lot of rapping in it. So it's like this line is like your transition from singing to rapping, and then this line is you taking full advantage of rapping. It's not the tradition. It's not the transition. It is the rapping. You know, and like I'm thinking of like you know the God, I get all of his songs fucking mixed up, but Biatch, Backseat Freestyle. Like Kendrick Lamar. Do you know the Kendrick Lamar song Backseat Freestyle?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one where it's like Biatch. No way. He does it. I mean, I can't even fucking do it. So let me just play it real quick. Let me know if you can hear this. You can hear that, right? I just want to give you a real quick example of the delivery I'm envisioning. Right here. Here. Like, you hear how he's in his chest voice? You know, he's making, like, the lower part of his breathing system resonate. He's like, go time! Like, he puts that growl in it. Like, I'm not saying, Kendrick's voice is deeper than both of ours anyway. But just something like that, just on one word. And I think that'll make the poetic, what do you call that? The poetic, no, like, what you're saying, the poetry come across harder. Because this song really kind of operates on a paradox, right? That pain is bad, but some people like pain. And this whole song is like an explanation of that. Or even just a claiming of that. And so, like, you putting that kind of musical pain into your voice for a second, I think will go a long way towards making your voice or your verse more memorable. All right.
Actually, the one I recorded, now that I think about it, I had pronounced it a little bit differently, like you said.
Yeah.
Like more like I say it like closer to the way Lil Wayne says it actually in the song.
Oh, okay. I can't quite remember the way he says it, but like, I mean, because that's a thing, right? If you say pain in a painful, pained way, if you say pain in a way that makes it sound as if you're in pain, then that will drive home the message of the song a lot more, I think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And she's a sucker for pain, you know? Like, that's kind of where you let your frustration shine through momentarily, like, before you regain your composure. So do you want to try it one more time, or do you want to check out the challenge thing?
I think the other one I wrote is the best, so I want to show you that other instrumental.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll send you the lyrics first. I wrote 2 verses for this one.
Okay, and this is just the instrumental your friend showed you, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually showed me the song, and I was like, oh, I can work with that. So.
Alright, nice.
My main issue for this is, like you said, for my other song, there's a pause, and then it says, yeah, but I need to know, like, I'm kind of stuck. I'm not sure what to put in that pause.
Okay, is the pause, is the pause at the end of the second verse?
It's actually at the end of both verses. I forgot to put it in the first one,
Okay,
too.
Yeah. Do you want to play your instrumental and do it this way, then?
Sure. So the instrumental is Me, Myself, and I by G-Eazy.
Okay.
get what you wanted. Wanting in life for that moment, I know you got something. Trying and striving and writing, I know it wants something too. Grinding all night and I'm dying, I do what I gotta do. Ashes to dust, and I'll be forgotten too. With a song without a singer, words without a reader, rap with no middle fingers. Started it slow, but I'm here to linger, I'm here to deliver delivery signature. Diesel distributor, breaking the similar, spark up the cylinders.
And this is the pause.
Yeah. I was gonna skip the chorus here. So who really has it? My friends, my parents, my family, to blame I was an addict. Instead of just picking up steam and then climbing to the summit. Now hitting the pavement one day, hell I swear I'm gonna run it. To then elevated, I feel so elated, I watch the tractors plummet. Keeping it 100. Taking what I wanted, finish what I started, I'll become an artist. Rhymes flowing lines. Drop like sea to sky. Me, myself, and I. Yeah.
Alright. Alright, dude. Alright. I'm laughing for a good reason. Because I honestly think this is the best rap I've ever heard from you.
I wrote it and I was like, holy shit.
Like, I think it's like, in terms of what it is now and what we are going to turn it into, in terms of both of those things, it is the best I have ever fucking heard from you. So that's one thing, you know, like, I don't ever want to pass over the stuff that you're doing completely right. It's just obviously you and I won't talk about it that much because you're doing it right. So why would you pay me $35 to tell you to keep doing what you're doing, you know?
Yeah.
But, so I immediately, God, and I just want to, here, let me write down this real quick, just so I don't forget anything.
I went back to the old notes and I was like, oh, I know this song can be done in triplets and everything.
Yeah, exactly. And the last thing is, okay, cool. Alright, so I'm just going to take these things one at a time, but not necessarily in order. Alright, so obviously, the biggest reason I think this is, like, maybe easily the best thing I've ever heard that you've done is, you nailed it in the first verse. Like, you did exactly what you were supposed to do in the first verse in terms of your rhythms, and specifically how your rhythms sped up. And you sped up your rhythms not by rapping faster, but by making the pauses in between your sentences smaller and smaller. And honestly, I expected that I would have to tell you to go back and do this, but you did it so naturally, so perfectly, and that's why I love it. So, like, I don't have to, tell you to do that in your first verse, but this is what I would recreate in your second verse. Because you did it in your first verse, but not your second verse. So, like, in your first verse, you have pauses in between sentences. And I would have to know, I would have to hear you rap it again, because I don't have it memorized. But you had pauses in between your first few sentences. And then the really awesome thing that makes this your best rap ever, that you did is, you took out those pauses. And that creates, that's doing exactly what I wanted you to do on the previous song we talked about, Sucker for Pain. You know, I wanted you to change something, to musically change something, and to have that musical change have dramatic meaning, to affect the story that you're telling us, not with your words, but with your music. So, in the same way that I wanted you to change from rapping to singing back to rapping on Sucker for Pain, because that tells us more about your emotional mind state towards pain. you did just that. That's exactly how your removal of those pauses in between your opening sentences on the first verse of this song is functioning. It's the same exact thing. You know, whether you're changing from rapping to singing back to rapping or removing your pauses, you got to tell a musical story. So I'm trying to find what to sing with. Oh, right where you get to I think you remove it. You remove, and you know what I'm talking about, right? Those pauses in between your verse.
Yeah.
In between your sentences, rather. Yeah. So you remove it in the second half, and it happens right around ashes to ashes to dust, and I'll be forgotten too. What's a song without a singer? I think you do it right around there, right? What's a song without a singer? Words without a reader? Rap with no middle fingers. Like, you took the pauses out there, and that's perfect. Because the story that you're telling there, musically, by telling us, by removing those pauses, is that, like, you're getting pissed off. Like, you're getting more into it, you know? That you were able to play it cool at the start of the verse, but you're really not that guy who's okay with just shit happening to him in life, and he's just gonna lie down and take it, right? So, yeah, exactly. And that's like, that's not necessarily what your words are saying, but that's what the music is telling us, that musical change that you introduce. So now it will be awesome. I think you should do that in your second verse, because you don't take those pauses. So maybe you could do something, like I'm not saying you have to do the same thing where you start with pauses and then remove them in the second half of the second verse, just like you did in your first verse, but maybe something cool would be to do the opposite. To start out with and it's real easy, you can keep the same fucking lyrics, you just have to add extra syllables that don't change the meanings of the words you say, but do give you more notes to rap, so that you do the opposite in the second verse, where you start out without any pauses, and then you add pauses, and then it would just be a matter of seeing what kind of story that tells, musical story that tells, and if that fits in well, right? Okay, so you understand what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I wish I mean,
which line were you thinking about starting, like after I'm a run it kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, no, I eliminated the pause there, because then I swear I'm a run it. Till then, elevated, I feel so elated, I watch the tractors plummet. So actually, I have to keep it 100, I guess.
Yeah, because I watch it. How are you rapping that? I watch the tractors plummet. How are you rapping that?
Till then, elevated, I feel so elated, I watch the tractors plummet. Keeping it 100. Taking what I wanted, finish what I started, I'll become an artist.
No, I would start right around there. That'll work well. No, because actually that gets into the second thing I wanted to talk about.
I can add like a single word after 100 to eliminate that pause there.
Yeah. So how would that go? So you want to do the same thing?
If I said like keeping it 100, stunting or something, I don't know.
Keeping it 100. Yeah. How are you rapping that?
100, stunning, taking what I wanted, finish what I started, I'll become an artist.
Rhymes, flows, and lines, drives like sea to sky, me, myself, and I. AC. Oh, yeah, see, okay, see, oh, that's funny.
I actually think I can get rid of, like, the last one. ACT is prime.
Dude, no, bro, that is, like, the killer, dude, that's the killer line. No, that's the killer line. And, again, this is what I mean, dude. This is the best rap in terms of what it is now and in terms of what will make it. Because right now, it's a really good line. But, bro, we're gonna give a shout out to your man Logic and the LA Leakers freestyle that you love. Because what we're gonna do here to make this line even better is we're gonna do exactly what Logic does a lot and what happens on those Leakers freestyles. Here, I want you right around these lines, bro. And this is gonna be so fucking sick. Here, let me play you an example of what I mean. Do you know the song Freestyle? No, you don't know Life of Pablo, do you? You heard that album?
I've only heard a little bit.
Okay, then you probably didn't hear this song, because it's designers on it. It's called Freestyle 4. It has a really fragmented beat, and it's only 2 minutes long.
I was trying to find out where to download that one, and I can't find it anywhere. So if you have any sources, send them
dude, yeah. I feel like Kanye hired someone just to keep all that shit off YouTube. Actually, but I don't know. I pulled Life of Pablo from Pirate Bay. Do you torrent?
I got email notice, so I don't anymore.
I don't know, man. I feel like Canada is so much tighter about its copyright laws. I don't know.
They actually can't prosecute, but I've got 6 emails now, so I'm pretty sure if they do, I'm like first on the list.
Yeah. No, I got one at Duke, But I was really dumb. I downloaded a 30 Rock episode literally like 2 hours after the real thing aired, and now
Game of Thrones or something like that.
Oh, dude, you don't want to get on HBO's goddamn bad side. HBO and NBC, dude. SNL's on NBC, right? Or is it ABC? But
I think it's NBC.
Is it? Okay, yeah, no. But those dudes are just, they have whole 30 people departments just devoted to tracking down harmless people like you and me. But no, but this song. You can hear that, right?
Yeah. My dick twice that. A little what's for right now. Fuck it. But everybody stop fucking. Living like that. Everybody stop down the whole party. In the middle of this motherfucking dinner table.
Alright, because this is the change. I basically, at the end of the verse, I basically want you to do exactly what Kanye does in the middle of Freestyle 4. Alright, so let me send you the lyrics real quick. Right around, yeah, click that. Right around this part is the most important part, okay? And you'll notice that he goes, and I have to look up this specific line, but he goes, in these lines, he goes from rapping to talking, like just I'm talking now. You know, like if I start going like this, now I'm rapping, but if I just start going like this, now I'm talking. Like, that is the change that he makes in this song, and I want us to listen to it to hear it.
What if we fucked at this Vogue party? What the fuck right now? Can she fuck right now? I didn't ask twice now.
So you hear he's rapping. Can you fuck right now? I didn't ask twice now. You know, he's rapping because he's following the beat. That's what makes rapping, when you follow a beat. But then he won't follow the beat, and so it sounds like talking.
Can you bring your price down?
You can hear that, right?
Yeah. But I'm nice now. What the fuck right now? What the fuck right now? What the fuck right now? What if we fuck right now? What if we fuck right in the middle of this motherfucking dinner table? What if we fucked at this Vogue party? Will we be the light better right now?
So it seems to happen right around, like, what if we fucked at this Vogue party? Because he doesn't go, what if we fucked at this Vogue party? He goes like, what if we fucked at this Vogue party? And that's what, let's listen to it one more time.
What the fuck right now? See what I'm nice now. What the fuck right now? What the fuck right now? What the fuck right now? What if we fuck right now? What if we fuck right in the middle of this motherfucking dinner table? What if we fucked at this Vogue party? Will we be the light for the whole party?
And then he's back to rapping, right? So that's what I want. Dude, that ACT is prime line will come across as so hard if you suddenly turn to talking. So, like, this is what I'm... Rhymes, flows, and lines drive like sea to sky. Me, myself, and I. God damn it. So, like, taking what I wanted. Finish what I started. I'll become an artist. Rhymes, flows, and lines drive like sea to sky. Me, myself, and I. ACT is prime. Yeah. Like, something like that. Like, you see how
I'm actually thinking it should be... It sounds like almost like there's one line too many. Like, there's 3 triplets, but then I did 4. So
yeah, exactly.
Like some of them.
Yeah, but that's what I like, because I like how the 4s break up. I need a fucking beat to show you how I mean to do this. Hold on. Alright, so how about, could you just do me a favor and rap, like, these lines?
Keeping it 100. Taking what I wanted, finish what I started, I'll become an artist. Rhymes flowing lines. Drive like sea to sky. Me, myself, and I. And then... I'm not sure how I would say ACT.
No, yeah, okay, so this is what I would do. Move from rapping to talking at the end. Fill it with too many syllables. Go off beat. So it's like keeping it 100. Taking what I wanted. Finish what I started. So I'll become an artist. So I know I'm taking out some of those pauses, but like the line ACT is prime is so hard that you want it to come across in this really, like, in your face way. And a good way to do that is to just like do like the fucking mic drop, like to do the mic drop approach, you know, where and then the song just ends at this point. So it's like rhymes flow into lines, drive like sea to sky, me myself and IACT is prime, yeah, you know. So just like keeping it 100, taking what. So I would accelerate here. Actually, that's what I would do. That's why I want you in contrast to your first verse, do the opposite. Front load this second verse with pauses, because that will enable you to make your ending line super fucking hard. Like, have you heard the have you seen Kanye's performance of God Flow at the BET Awards?
No, I haven't.
Alright, well, it's super fucking hard, and we're gonna watch it right now.
Yeah, remind me to show you the last line of my other one, the challenge, just before we go, because I need
a good ending?
Yeah, I just need a constructive criticism. I wrote something really, really complicated. I'm not sure if it works.
Okay, yeah. But you see, on this line, you see what I'm going for, right? Like, you understand what I'm talking about?
I'm not sure which part you want to add syllables to.
Like this whole... That's why I'm telling you to accelerate this verse. Like, I would add syllables throughout all of this so that you speed up. So, like, keeping it 100, taking everything I want, finish everything I started. I'll become an... No, that's too early. I'll become the greatest artist. Rhymes, flows, lines, puns, drives like sea to sky. Me, myself... God...
Oh, I see what you mean, though.
Yeah. Just like front load it, because this is like the mic drop ending. You know, this is not like the nice like, okay, now the song's gonna fade out. So it's like keeping it 100, keeping it 100, taking what I wanted, finish what I started. I'll become an artist. Rhymes, flows, and lines drive like sea to sky. Me, myself, and IACT is prime. Yeah, you know. So it's like this.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So here, watch this video, yo. Damn it. Is that really not fucking playing? Sorry, hold on 1 second. I think BET took it down. But like, you need the full thing. Hear this. Yeah, watch this. Watch this real quick. Because this is the type of ending I'm going for. Does he drop the mic? You watch it?
So I'm having some computer issues. Just trying to...
Yeah, that's fine.
Here we go. I see what you mean.
Yeah, so like that's what we're going for, right? Because again, like your music is telling its own story, and if the words of this song are all about like kind of how good you're gonna be and how frustrated you are, then like I want that frustration to come through in the music, and one way to do that is by putting a lot of syllables in the bar, rapping quicker, and changing your delivery really quick. Okay, so why don't you? So I'm not. Like, I need the fucking... Did you have a beat for this?
Yeah, it's Me, Myself, and I by G-Eazy.
Okay, is there like an opening part of it?
Yeah, there's a chorus. And there's a third verse as well, but the third verse is only 8 bars.
Okay.
It's actually, he writes 7, which is strange to me, but
Oh, does he? That is strange. 8. Yeah. Okay, but okay, because I want you to try out this delivery that I'm imagining, right? Because if your whole verse is about kind of your,
I was thinking like for the style of the third verse, because it's like it's a transition verse. It's kind of like chorus,
yeah,
and then half verse chorus. I was gonna do that entire part. Like the entire 8 bars like, continuous or something like that.
No, yeah, like really, you mean continuous and like quick kind of, right?
Yeah, like completely switch from triplets to something else.
Yeah, all right. That sounds like a perfect idea. Well, let me.
He does something similar on his verse too, I think.
All right.
As far as I can see, I just need. It's just me, I don't need a handhold.
Yeah. So why don't you keep what I want, taking what I want, to finish what I started. I'll become an artist. Rhymes, flows, and lines drop like sea to sky. Me, myself, and I. ACT is prime. Yeah. Yeah. See, like, you know on the LA Leakers freestyles, how they sound more like they're talking? That's like the effect I want here. So you just suddenly go into a talking style, and that will, like, communicate that you just don't give a fuck, bro. Like, you don't give a fuck because you know that you are the best artist, and your words will say that, and your music will say that. Like, you're basically saying, I'm such a good fucking artist that I could talk. I could just get on a song and talk, and you would love it, you know? And, like, rappers have spelled that out before. Like, Jean Grey has a line like, oh, I just wasted 4 bars there. You know what? You don't like it, so what? I don't care. So, here, how about, could you try delivering those lines in the style I'm going for?
I have to rewrite them, I think.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Well, you get, like, what I'm going for, right?
Yeah. Just
okay.
Give me a sec. I'll do, like, a little bit of quick editing and then...
Yeah, if it doesn't take too long, because, like, I don't know, like, I need a beat, but I don't have the instrumental to put over it, and I'm not quite sure on how you're rapping it, because you do change from triplets to, 4 per bar.
Yeah. I did that on purpose. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not.
It is a good thing, and I love that you're experimenting. It's just, that's another note that I had. It's like, if you're ready to get into, like, deeper shit than just using all triplets on this, then, like, yeah, we can go for it. But that'll still require a change to, make it clear that you're not, it's not just that when you're fitting 4 notes to a beat, you gotta make it clear, kind of, that it's not that you're rapping triplets inaccurately or anything like that. Like, you gotta make the shift a little clearer, you know? And I think the idea you had for that middle transition burst was a really good way to do that. So maybe simplify this down to triplets, because that's another bullet point that I wrote down. Yeah, the second one. I wrote simplify to straight triplets, okay? So we talked about the third point. The second point, simplify to straight triplets is what I would do for this verse. Yeah, so you don't think that editing will take too long right now? Because if so, we can save it for later. Why don't you just try real quick?
One more minute. I might be able to get it done.
Okay.
It's hard to connect I'll become an artist and the next one because the rhyme scheme is different. Without any pauses.
Yeah, see, but actually that is good because that will then just turn into talking right at that point. And that'll make the shift even stronger. So like keeping it 100, taking what I wanted, finish what I started. I'll become an artist. Rhymes, flows, and lines drive like sea to sky. Me, myself, and IACT is prime, yeah. You know, like, that's how I want you to go out. Just like, oh, see you. You know how, like what's the fucking final rhyme in that? Oh, I mean, come on, man. like, I just hear some rap lines and I'm like, come on, how the fuck did you come up with that? And what's the Kanye West one? Like, ask all the dope boys, they admire Ye. Like, that's what that line is doing for you. And what's he do? He just drops the mic and walks away. So that's what I want you to do. To just talk and then drop the mic and walk away. So, like, keeping it 100. Taking what I wanted. Finish what I started. I'll become an artist. Rhymes, flow, and lines drop like sea to sky. Me, myself, and I, ACT is prime. Yeah. And then just like, boom, over. Done, you know?
Yeah. I actually had an idea for this one too. Do you remember that song Fragile I showed you?
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking kind of, I need the instrumental to demonstrate, but one sec.
Okay. Well, yeah. Is it cool if we wrap up this song real quick?
Yeah, I want to show you like the...
Yeah.
So just for that same part that we're talking about, taking what I wanted, I can kind of build up and make it seem like it's faster than it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to do the second verse.
Okay.
So who really has it? My parents, my friends, my family to blame, I was an addict. Instead of just picking up steam and then climbing to the summit. Now hitting the pavement one day, hell I swear I'm a running. Till then elevated, I feel so related, I watch the tractors plummet. Keeping it 100. And taking what I want and finish what I started, I'll become an artist. Rhymes flowing lines, I can see the sky. Me, myself, and I, ACT is prime. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah. You're getting close to it, but like I would make the break even stronger. Like these words, like why don't you do the same thing, but try to talk those words. And make sure yeah comes right after prime. Like don't do ACT is prime. Yeah. Because that's like a come down.
Should I even skip the yeah? Because it feels like there's not enough time for it.
Yeah, but like...
I can maybe do it at the start of the chorus while she's just saying her first words.
Yeah, well, I like the word yeah in there because it's so like, fuck you. It's so
honestly, I like it, but he also says it during the chorus and it's in the instrumental. So it's like, yeah.
Are you talking about G-Eazy or Tech 9?
G-Eazy.
Is it? Does he use it in the same way?
He basically says it like right after I do. So I was like, I wonder if I could take that out if I'm doing the song.
Does it sound weird? Does it sound awkward?
It does. It sounds like it's me, but a little bit different.
Oh, really? Is there another word you would say there? Like, do you say yo?
I'm just gonna try and find different instrumental.
Okay.
I'll keep searching for one. But
Yeah. Why don't you try that?
Or something like that.
Yeah. Do you say like yo or like ACT is prime?
Not really.
Yeah, nah. ACT is prime.
I feel like no one says that anymore in rap songs.
What, yo?
I haven't heard yo in a long time.
Yeah, oh, no, oh, okay, yeah, I thought you meant no one says yo anymore. I don't know, man. I say yo pretty...
I think in person, but like in hip-hop, it's all like...
Nah, that's true.
Stuff now.
I don't know, man. Things done changed. Yeah, what, who said that? Things done changed. Yeah, Biggie. No, but, why don't you try that again, though, and try to nail the delivery I'm going for. So just remember, turn to talking at rhymes, flow, and lines. Don't follow the beat. Like you know what I mean when I say don't follow the beat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and fill it with too many syllables. And just for my edification, could you still put the yeah in there?
Okay.
I just think it's badass, man.
Yeah, I like that.
And really go to talking. Really go to talking.
So who really has it? My parents, my friends, my family to blame, I was an addict. Instead of just picking up steam and then climbing to the summit. Now hitting the pavement one day, hell I swear I'm a running. Till then elevated, I feel so elated, I watch the tractors plummet. Keeping it 100. Taking what I want and finish what I started, I'll become an artist. Rhymes flowing lines, drop like sea to sky. Me, myself, and I, ACT is prime. Yeah. I'm not sure how to add the pause before ACT is.
Here. Do you have an instrumental version of the track?
Yes.
Could you send it to me?
I'm not a big fan of the chorus, to be honest.
Yeah.
If I should, well, I'm probably gonna try and get my friend to sing it. Just not sure how he's gonna do it or how we're gonna change it, because his voice is not that high.
Oh, really? Yeah. I mean, yeah. You could probably just bring it back down. You could even just shift the Oh, did you send it to me?
Shift an octave down, but that's also too. Oh, he has a weird voice. It's like high, but not high.
Oh, okay. There is an instrumental already. All right.
Yeah.
Let me check this out. What point are you going from?
Stuff. 120.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try. So what time stamp are you starting around? 120, you said?
For the second verse?
For this verse. Yeah, for the second verse. So who really has it for this verse?
Around 120 to 124, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try and do the ending how I'm imagining it, alright? It might be a little off, but we'll see. So who really has it? You're doing it like that, right?
Yeah.
You're coming in like that? Alright, I'm just gonna fucking go for it then. So who really has it? My parents, my friends, my family to blame I was an addict. Instead of just picking up steam and then climbing to summit. Now hitting the pavement one day, hell I swear I'ma run it. Till then elevated, I feel so elated, I watch the track plummet. Keeping it 100. Taking what I wanted, finish what I started, I'll become an artist. Rhymes, flows, and lines, drop like sea to sky. Me, myself, and I, ACT is prime, yeah. Like, that was a little...
There's enough time there.
What?
Yeah, okay.
Like, that's what I'm going for. And that's still unbalanced because the verse obviously didn't end there. So you have to come up with more lines so that you don't end early. You still come at the end. But, like, that's what I'm going for. So,
yeah, I see what you did there. You just came in a beat earlier than I did. I didn't think to do that, so...
Okay, yeah. Alright, hold on. Let me try it again.
Yeah.
Wait, so... So who really has it? My parents, my friends, my family to blame I was an addict.
Oh, one beat slower. So it's like, so who really has it? My parents, my friends, my family to blame I was an addict.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get it. So who really has it? My parents, my family to blame I was an addict, right? Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So who really has it? My parents, my friends, my family to blame I was an addict. Instead of just picking up steam and then climbing to summit. Now hitting the pavement one day, hell I swear I'ma run it. Till then elevated, I feel so elated, I watch the track plummet. Keeping it 100. Taking what I wanted. Finish what I started, I'll become... I like the first way I did it. Because I'm on the wrong side of the bar by then. But, like, do you remember how I did it? How I ran these words together, or these lines all together?
Yeah.
Not that. Those lines. No, not those fucking lines. Fuck. Sorry, 1 second.
Let me give it a shot. I think I can do it.
Alright, yeah. And then just talk those final rhymes, slow and lines, and just add syllables in if you gotta. Just random ones.
Okay. Who really has it? My parents, my friends, my family to blame. I was an addict. Instead of just picking up steam and then climbing to the summit. Now hitting the pavement one day, hell, I swear I'm gonna run it. So then elevated, I feel so elated, I watch the tractors plummet. Keeping it 100. And taking what I wanted, finish what I started, I'll be coming honest. Rhymes flowing lines. Drive like see the sky, be myself and I. ACT is prime. Yeah.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, don't try to fit it out till the end of the verse. That's what I'm saying.
It's hard not to.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, again, dude, like, you gotta think about what's most important, yo. It's most important that you end this verse correctly, not that you end where the chorus starts. Because honestly, like, if the idea of turning you into talking at the end of your verse is to communicate musically, like, your frustration or how good you think, which is what I've been saying so far, then the other way I would want you to support that is not by having a chorus afterwards. Like, leave the structure incomplete, because that will leave the song unfinished, which will, structurally unfinished, which will make the listener feel more deeply kind of like that frustration that you feel, you know? So, like, there's not going to be a fucking chorus. Well, if I were doing it, I would definitely just end the song right where ACT is prime, yeah. And then just end the song, you know? No fucking chorus. You can have a chorus in between, but not right there. And then it doesn't matter if your words end where the chorus will come in or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the general idea there, and you started rhymes, flow, and lines where you should, but then don't drag out rhymes, flow, and lines. Like, I know it's hard to break out of that mold that the music fits you into right away, but let me try it one more time. Sorry, I don't have the lyrics. Do you mind sending me the lyrics again?
Sure.
Thanks.
And after, I just want to show you my other verse really quick. If you can just skim it. I'm really concerned about the last line. That's pretty much it. The rest is pretty basic, I think.
Okay, cool, yeah. So who really has it? My parents, my friends, my family would blame I was an addict. Instead of just picking up steam and then climbing to summit. Now hitting the pavement one day, hell, I swear I'm a runner. So then elevated, I feel so elated, I watch the tracks plummet. Keeping it 100. Taking what I wanna, finish what I started, I'll become an artist. Rhymes flowing lines, drive like see the sky, me, myself, and I, ACT is prime, yeah. Like something like that, you know? Like again, it's not all quite structured in the same way, because that time, rhymes, flow, and lines started a new 4-bar section, when really it should end a 4-bar section or something like that. Or even come in the third bar of a 4-bar.
Do you think it would be a better emphasis if I pause just before ACT is prime? Like separate the thoughts, kind of?
I don't know, man. I would not. I think, because I think that undermines, like, what you're musically trying to communicate. You know, like there aren't many times where I will give you strong suggestions, like really strong suggestions bordering on directions for what to do. But just like this will come across as so hard if you nail this. Like this isn't, again, like this is really the end of the song, right? So you have your first verse and you have your third verse, but I would add the second verse in between, that one you were talking about of the transition verse. Because I just, like, maybe it's easier without the beat, but if you just turn to talking like that, like, it would make so much sense at that moment. If you speed it up, if you add more syllables, if you remove the pauses, and then turn to talking at the end right there in a way that doesn't follow a beat, and then end the song right after that without a final chorus. Like, it will just make so much sense. Like, just to an extent that I don't often see it this clearly what should be done in a certain song, you know?
Yeah, I mean, what I was getting at is kind of, what if I do, like, rhymes, flowing lines, lines, drop like see the sky, me, myself, and I, and then put another one in there, pause, and then ACT is prime. Yeah.
Okay, so like taking what I want and finish what I started. I'll become an artist. Rhymes, flowing lines, drive like see the sky, me, myself, and I. Da 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 da. ACT is prime. Yeah. Hold on. So I mean, again, it depends on how you group everything together. Because if you make it an unbalanced pause, then that could be badass. If it's a balanced pause, though, that just feels like you're waiting, that will not be badass. So yeah, you could definitely try it. You could definitely try it. Like I
was thinking, yeah, with one more triplet added, then there won't be so much of a pause.
Yeah, like it all depends. Like basically, you just have to leave the song unbalanced. And that depends. What does balancing depend on? It depends on how many triplets you have. So if you go like da 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 da, that's 4 beats, so that's balanced. But if you go like da 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 da, that's 7 beats, so you ended early. Or if you go like da 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 da, that, then it's like it depends on what beat you end on. So if you end on beat 2, that's badass. If you end on beat 1, maybe. If you end on beat 3, or maybe. If you end on beat 4, like no, because then the song will feel completed because you have a final bar. You have a final complete bar that's completely filled in with all 4 beats. Like you have to leave it unbalanced. So again, it just matters how you group it together. So I would definitely
What's the benefit of leaving it unbalanced? Just curious.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I would not suggest it to do that on every song, but like on this song, like dude, it's just it would feel really the opposite of all the emotions you're expressing if you just made a normal rap song. Like I don't like if you're so. I mean, let me use some of your lines. Like, my parents, my friends, my family to blame I was an addict. Okay, so like if you're fucking pissed off a little bit, like. If
by the way, that line, I'm not sure if it comes through clearly enough. I was trying to say I'm like addicted to blaming stuff. But
okay, yeah. No, then I would tell. Yeah, I would change that. But across all of this, it's like you just seem like pissed off on the song. You know, it's like you just need and you need the music to reflect that. Like you yourself on this song seem emotionally unbalanced, not in a bad way, not like you're crazy or deranged, but just that your emotions are like overtaking you, and the music should reflect that. So then it's just like, if that is how you feel, then why the fuck would you ever make a song that is really easy to understand, where it ends with a fade out outro, where it has exactly 3 verses and 3 choruses, where like everything, where everything just has a neat fucking bow on it. Like, why would you do that? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't communicate to me that you actually are pissed off. What it communicates is that you're just willing to think like everyone else. And then that's not what your poetry was saying, though. So that's why I'm trying to give you all of these fucking different musical looks to try to communicate. Because, I mean, it's kind of fair to say that, like, how would you describe your emotions on this song? Do it in your own words. Like, how do you feel when you're rapping this song?
It's kind of like I'm fed up with doing nothing, so I'm going to stand up and do something.
Exactly. If you're fucking fed up, then why are you doing what everyone else does? That would be my question to you. If you end right on beat 4, if you give us another chorus and a nice, easy listening elevator music fade out of the volume, then no, dude, then like you're not fed up. Like, I'm sorry, but you're not fed up. You're just willing to do what everyone else has done, you know? So, like, at that point, that is why it's important to leave the song unbalanced. That's why you have to suddenly drop the beat. That's why you don't give us a chorus, and that's why you end on an untraditional beat like beat 2. Yeah, you know how to count beats, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then the final, I can tell you that then. Then like boom, chin, boom, boom, chin, boom, chin, boom, chin. Yeah, then I would end on, I would make the final beat a beat 2. I don't know, man. Just if I were you, there's no way I'm not doing like the things I'm suggesting. It will just come across as so hard, and it will make your delivery even tighter than it already is.
Yeah, I noticed Jeezy does that actually too. He ends on he'll end on like an irregular beat just on purpose.
Yeah, and if you want to get starts for what I'm talking about, like Kendrick's song Sheeran starts on beat 2. Sheeran, aka Master Splinter. His melody starts on beat 2. Or the bridge at Mad City starts on beat 4 when he was like, I was still in school.
I noticed that,
yeah. Yeah. It goes 1, 2, 3, and then it's like 1, 2, 3. I was sleeping on my mama's pad. Like 1, 2, 3, still in high school. Sleeping on my mama's pad, you know? So he starts on beat 3. So I'm trying to give you the same things. Like, if you listen to that, you'll notice that Kendrick sounds really like she was it's like one, said she went to school at Escada Dominguez High, or whatever it is, you know? Like, that's exactly what I'm going for. So, like, are you on board with all this?
Yep.
Alright, then, yeah, then, like, I just take it and see what you come up with, yo. But honestly,
I'm still more stoked that I don't have to write a third verse.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, and the second one, you had a interesting, on that last take you did, you had a real interesting rhythm in the second lines. That was exactly how I would spit your kind of 4-note beats. But yeah, I mean, again, back to like the triplet, to the switching thing, and yeah, let's jump to the second song real quick, because we'll have to come back to the triplets versus, I mean, they're called quadruplets when you place 4 notes to a beat, as you might expect. But yeah, how you handle those is real important too, so...
I'll try and make the transition more distinct, but I'll just show you this one. It's pretty rough,
okay,
and this is the entire thing, because like the challenge itself is write a freestyle to the song, and that's all they say. And most of them are like a minute long because they put them in compilations or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't need a full song.
Okay.
They're singing in it, but I'm gonna try and get my friend to do the singing. He's better at it than me.
Yeah. So what did the prompt say? Just write a freestyle.
Yeah.
Where'd the beat come from, or where'd this prompt come from?
They all write to the same beat.
Okay.
It's just a random one.
Okay. Come on, man. Kanye West. So fly.
Can you hear the music alright?
Yeah, I love this song.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where to start here. For a while, know what's going on. You're joking that with love is while you're on my arm, but I'm on my own. Now what's up with that? Actually saying, hey, check out my lower back tap. You want some games? You know this chess. Try and play it close to the chest. If we date and know the other thing, make up your mind. I don't mind either way. Don't have the energy of time or peace of time, but the peace of mind. If you're shocked now, go the way of Frank Grimes. So sorry, I forgot to send you the lyrics here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just got a quick thoughts, and actually a quick few thoughts. One, fill in. So, like, if we listen to the real song, I actually know that beat. It's So Fly by 213, and it's by Kanye West. It was probably a 2005 album, but he, let's just listen to it real quick. Did you listen to this song before you wrote that, or no?
No.
Okay, then let's just...
Sorry, can I do it one more time and show you the end first?
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Okay. You've been chilling for a while, know what's going on. You're joking now with love is while you're on my arm, but I'm on my own. Now what's up with that? Next is saying, hey, check out my lower back tap. You want some games? You know this chess, so trying to make it close to the chest. If we didn't know the other thing, make up your mind. I don't mind either way. Don't have the energy of time or peace of mind, but a decent mind. If you're shocked now, go the way of Frank Grimes. Oh shit, you know that reference. Look. You know what you're fine, you know you're goddamn down, but I got my pride, so what I'm saying is you can't be acting like I'm yours and you're mine. It's just strange, you know? And then there's the chorus.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Alright, so, obviously, and I know this is in a state of you writing it, so it's not finished, so maybe you're already thinking about doing these things, but like, alright, again, we've been talking a lot about, what the functions of certain songs are. You know, like the LA Leakers freestyle is just meant to show off how good Logic is. And same with the alphabet acrobatics thing we looked at. So you... I mean, I personally am not impressed by fast rapping. But I think definitely for like a freestyle challenge, other people will be. So I would definitely use that flow, use it more, but work out the transition from your slow flow to your fast flow. And a good way to do it would probably be where that beat drop comes back in. Because because if you play it, it's like dun, dun. So I guess it's a 2-beat. It's a 2-beat beat drop. But what I would do is I would ad lib during the 2-beat drop, and then afterwards go to your quick flow. Because I mean, even if you're listening to yourself for that rough draft, I think you're having trouble making the transition in a way that makes sense from the slow flow to the fast flow. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, use that.
Too long of a pause, I think.
Yeah. So fill that in, but when the beat drop comes back, let the pause kind of be the reset button on your flow. Like, don't rap during the beat drop this second time around, but just let it be like ad-lib during it. Just be like, ha, yeah, alright now, or something like that. Something less corny, you know? But like, just talking, and then go into your quick flow, and definitely do that. Carry that on for a long time, but I think you already knew that. And the other things were, the opening beat drop. Yeah, that's really important. So I wanted to listen to it because I wanted us to hear what Nate Dogg does during it. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Welcome to the church, volume 2. Exclusive 213. Got my nephew Nate Dogg in the house. Nate Dogg, holla at him. Where you at? Riding in my car.
Alright, so where did Nate Dogg come in? During the beat drop or after the beat drop?
After, but they filled it with a little intro.
Well, I mean, he came in during the beat drop, right? Because it's like, dun, dun, riding in my car, and then the music comes back, right? So listen to it real close.
Got my nephew Nate Dogg in the house. Nate Dogg, holla at him.
Beat
Where
drop,
you at? Riding in
Nate,
my car.
music, right? You hear that? One more time.
Holla at him. Got my nephew Nate Dogg in the house. Nate Dogg, holla at him. Where you at? Riding in my car.
And then he comes in, right?
And I'm listening to the
And he does that.
I have a chorus, actually, so I could do the chorus to start it off, or I was going to do the chorus to end it, or I could do both.
Wait, which part was your chorus?
I didn't
Oh,
sing
you didn't
it.
do it? Okay.
I wrote it in the comments there.
Okay, yeah. Alright then. Yeah, but what I'm trying to tell you is that pause, that beat drop, Nate Dogg came in on it because he realized that otherwise, if he didn't come in on it, it's a real dead part in the music. Like Kanye West, when he made this beat, one of the defining features of the beat is those huge beat drops. Like, it's a longer beat drop than most, and it's a beat, run in my car. And so it drops from beat 3 and 4 and beat 1, and then comes back in on 2, right? So, like, you need to respond to the beat behind you. And if you don't, that's why I would change your rap so that you start your rap during the beat drop. I would fill in the beat drop. Let the music come back in, and then pick up after the beat drop. I think that would be really fucking dope. So, that's what I would say. Write a rap that fills in the beat drop. And again, the beat drop is on beats 3 and 4 of the first bar, and then of I'm just gonna call it an initial bar, and then beat 1 of the next bar, coming back in on beat 2. So, and let me just double check that that's right.
1-3. Got my nephew Nate Dogg in the house. Nate Dogg, holla at him. Where you at?
Sorry, hold on.
Exclusive 213. Got my nephew Nate Dogg in the house. Nate Dogg, holla at him. Where you at? Riding in my car.
Alright, so it's a little earlier. So it's an unbalanced beat drop. It's on beats 2, 3, and 4 of an initial bar, and then beat 1 of the next bar, coming back on beat 2. So your goal then is to write a rap that fills in that entire space. That's what I would do. Because it'll be fucking dope. It'll show that you know the original song, and that'll impress people. Like your basic goal here really is just to like impress people, and any way you can do it, even if it's in a really simplistic way, such as by referencing the original song or filling in a beat drop. I mean, even to me, that'll be fucking awesome, you know? So it's like, and then you start rapping, then it comes back in, and then you go. So like, let me do a, here, let me try it real quick.
scientist, but duper, and I'm super duper fly.
I mean, they fill in all the beat drops too. So yeah, do you have the? Oh, you have the instrumental.
Yeah.
Could you send it to me real quick?
Sure.
And I'll show you what I mean. And then I gotta bounce because actually I'm going to dinner soon with my girlfriend.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, sweet. Alright, so it's like 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so the beat drop here isn't quite the same, but you need to fill in basically the musical time from like 015 to 017. And what they do, they have the beat drop come back in on 1. So you need a 3-beat phrase to fill beats 2, 3, and 4 at that point. So let me just see if I could quick do here. Maybe I'll just scat it, you know, use nonsense syllables. Da 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 da. Wait. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. No. Da 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 da. God damn it. Sorry, hold on.
Chorus is just enough time to fill that up.
Alright. Okay, hold on. Da 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 da. No, damn it. Fuck. Alright, one more time. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Like that. Alright, that's exactly what I'm looking for. And it doesn't have to be just that, but you see how I'm filling in that space? It'll be cool because you're coming in a beat earlier than expected, and you're also referencing what originally happens on that song. Okay, so you were saying which part of the chorus? Like the whole thing or which line?
No, actually, it would fill up the space, so that wouldn't work.
It wouldn't?
It would fill that space, I think, or it would end just before that space, and then the space and then the rap would happen.
Yeah, but you see what I'm going for, right?
I sort of rap during that.
Yeah, but you see what I'm going for?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, because, like, when it's something that obvious with something like that, when the beat gives you something that obvious to respond to, like, you gotta. Like, most rap beats won't be structured with something that crazy, but, like, when it is, you kind of have to talk back to it in a musical way, you know? So it's like, if you listen to, and I'm gonna go, but if you listen real quick to DMX Who We Be, the guitar rhythm is just, dun. Oh, actually, no, I have it here. Just real quick. So you hear that?
Yeah. Another one of those. This is for my nigga Q.
Alright, so the guitar rhythm is dun, 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 and that's exactly how DMX raps.
The guns, the armor, the city, the farmer.
The guns, the armor, the city, the farmer, you know? So, like, when a beat gives you something that musically obvious, like, you gotta respond to it. And a 3-bar beat drop, or a 3-beat beat drop before your verse comes in is just like, I mean, because even Warren G does the same thing. It's like 1, 2, 3, Warren G, and then he comes in on beat 1 with the beat, you know? So yeah, that's dope. Why don't we pick it up from there, and I'll check out how you rewrote, or how your delivery for the end of that other song we just checked out too. Is that cool?
Yep.
Okay, cool, man.
Sounds good.
Alright, yeah, so you down for next Saturday at 4 again?
Yep, that's good.
Alright, sweet, bro. Can't wait. Awesome. Alright, I'll hit you up.
Alright, have a good one.
Later.
Peace.
Yeah, you too.